he bites as hard as he can. Okay. And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty much Johnny's bite.
You see my people, you see the way, you see the way there.
It's on 3FM, the best in the morning.
Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Thursday, the 17th of July, 2025. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Thank you, as usual, to all of you for making time to watch us every morning. We are grateful, and for sharing our content, we thank you and we appreciate you. To the great one, good morning to you. And speaking of the great one, let's begin by celebrating a true son of the soil, an African giant who is also recognized globally. Akochemhene Ko Ansa. Today is his 84th birthday on this earthly plane. You know him as a filmmaker, as a serial entrepreneur, as an advertising guru, as the owner of media. Today is his 84th birthday. And then my former boss, yes, my former boss. He's still my boss, by the way. Akochemhene Ko Ansa. Today is his 84th birthday. And for those who don't know, films like Love Brewed in the African Pot, Heritage Africa, Soko, and many other things, is put that together. So today we celebrate a doyen within the film and arts and culture and traditions. Is actually one of the people who, you know, preserve our culture, have preserved our culture and tradition over time. And we celebrate him. We wish him more strength and for him to stay longer with us so that we can continue drinking deep from his well of wisdom. So, Papa, happy birthday to you, 84th birthday to you. And then yesterday I was sitting somewhere, minding my business, as they say. And then the General Agricultural Workers Union of TUC, Ghana, the ICOT chapter, they brought me this nice citation. It's a citation in honor of Johnny Beresford Hughes of TV3. What has he done? It says, for your discipline and dedicated service to the shining light on corrupt practices, injustice, and marginalization of the vulnerable in society, thank you for being the voice of the voiceless in Ghana. Signed by Adams Jibril, his chairman, and then Zuga Augustine T, his secretary. They say, I echo to me. I was minding my business somewhere, and they brought this. This is what 60s will call the People's Choice Awards. There's no voting, there's no nomination, there's no board that will sit to shortlist, and then they will hold an event, and then they will have dinner, and then they will ask people to vote. No. This one, the people, General Agricultural Workers Union of TUC, they sat down, like the teachers gave me some other time. They sat down and they said, oh, you have done well, so take it. So I have received it. So thank you very much indeed. Some unions will like you, some will not like you. Some union members have paid money for lands that they are supposed to have gotten. They haven't gotten. They went to Shijama to welcome people. Their lands are still in the pipeline, it's choked. You have paid for the lands, but you have not gotten the lands. We know, but we will keep quiet so that your leadership can talk about it for you. Please take me to the quarters of Iyoko. Special prosecutor, not Iyoko. We'll get to Iyoko later. Special prosecutor. The special prosecutor is in the news one more time. And this time, what are they talking about? They have issued a wanted notice for some persons and they have also put out a statement. We'll quickly get through the statement so you are informed about what is happening. A little girl who met me at Marina Mall on Sunday says she likes to listen to the bite because she wants to know what's happening. She wants to hear the news. So for the youngsters, this is the platform to hear the news. This is for immediate release. OSP charges former NPA CEO and others for over 280 million Ghana cedis extortion and money laundering scheme. 280, not 1,000, million Ghana cedis extortion and money laundering scheme. Accra, Ghana. The Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, has charged 7 individuals and 3 companies before the High Court Criminal Division in Accra on multiple charges of extortion and money laundering arising from a sprawling corruption scheme within the National Petroleum Authority. The accused persons are Mustapha Hamid, that's Alhaj Dr. Mustapha Hamid, former Chief Executive Officer of the NPA, Jacob Kwabena Amoa, coordinator of the Unified Petroleum Pricing Fund at the NPA, and managing director of 3 corporate entities, Prop Nest, Kel Logistics, and King's Energy. Wendy Newman, NPA staff. Albert Ankra, Director, Kel Logistics Limited. Isaac Mensah, Director, Kel Logistics Limited. Bright Bidiako Mensah, Director, Kel Logistics and King's Energy Limited. Kweku Abuaje Akwa, Director, King's Energy Limited. Prop Nest Limited. Kel Logistics Limited, King's Energy Limited. The charges stem from investigations initiated by the OSP in late 2024 into alleged unlawful conduct involving the diversion of public funds and collusion with oil marketing and bulk distribution companies. Between 2022 and December 2024, the first 3 accused persons acting under the color of their official duties, that's Dr. Mustapha Hamid and 2 other staff, allegedly orchestrated and operated a criminal extortion scheme through which they unlawfully collected 280,516,127 Ghana cedis, 19 pesos, from petroleum transporters and oil marketing companies. The scheme, initiated by Abdul Hamid and implemented by Amoa and Newman, lacked any lawful mandate and exploited their positions within the NPA. From the proceeds, Amoa is alleged to have handed 24 million Ghana cedis directly to Abdul Hamid, Dr. Mustapha Abdul Hamid, between January and December 2024. An additional 227.2 million Ghana cedis was channeled through Newman under Amoa's direction for further disbursement. Investigations further revealed that the 4th to the 7th accused persons, in collaboration with a fugitive director of Kel Logistics Limited, created and utilized Prop Nest Limited, Kel Logistics Limited, and King's Energy Limited as vehicles for laundering the illicit proceeds. The laundered funds were used and purchased to purchase and construct houses, acquire trucks for an oil distribution business, and build fuel stations, all as part of efforts to conceal and disguise the origin of the criminal proceeds. All 7 individuals and their companies have been charged with a total of 25 counts, including extortion by a public officer, contrary to Section 151 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29. 2. Conspiracy to commit money laundering, contrary to Section 23 of Act 29 and Sections 1.1 and 1.2 and 4 of the Anti-Money Laundering Act 2020, Act 1044. Money laundering contrary to Section 1.1, Section 1.2 and 4 of the Act 1044. 1 Osei Tutueje, a director of the 9th accused company, is currently at large. Running away, nobody tasks ni those. The accused persons have been apprehended and are set to appear on a date to be determined by the court for their pleas to be taken. The OSP reaffirms its commitment to investigating and prosecuting corruption and corruption-related offences without fear or favour, and urges all public institutions to remain vigilant and report suspected cases of corruption. Samuel Darko is Director, Strategy, Research and Communication, dated the 17th of July, 2025. This one is fresh from the oven. Today is 17th. So now you know, if you didn't know. There's another from the OSP. A wanted notice, and Mr. Konoforiate's cabinet, the person in the cabinet, Helen, what's the word? Chef the cabinet, yeah? Chef the cabinet. This is a wanted notice. Ernest Darko Akori. His date of birth is the 5th of February, 1958. He's 67 years old. He's a male. His eye color is black. His hair color is black. Distinguishing marks not applicable. He doesn't have tribal marks. Complexion, brown skin, possibly a dual Ghanaian American national, and has held an American passport in previous years. Possible locations: United States of America, United Kingdom, Hong Kong, South Africa. Charlie, we could go on a tour in these places. So, why is the OSP looking for him? The suspect is a former chef de cabinet, technical advisor at Ghana's Ministry of Finance, is wanted in relation to ongoing investigations on corruption and corruption-related offences concerning the revenue assurance contract between the Ghana Revenue Authority and the Strategic Mobilization Limited, SML. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of this individual should alert the office by calling or sending WhatsApp message to 055-449-4499. That's 055-449-4499 or 055-448-4488. And the wanted person, arrest, blah, 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 etc. is there. Now, let's leave the OSP alone and go to NaCCA. There are some NaCCA documents. The staff at NaCCA say some time ago, somebody was brought on secondment from the Controller and Accountant General's Department. And I'm going to intensify the conversation on let the retirees go and let the young grow. I'm going to start intensifying it again because I've seen that there are some, this is not an old person I'm talking about, by the way, but there are some persons who are old people, and I'm not anti-age, I've always said that. But when it's time for you to bow out, you bow out nicely, so that others can also get the opportunity you got many, many years ago to also function. For me, it doesn't make sense for a country to tell its young people that there are no jobs and then to continue keeping old people who have gone past the age of retirement at post. That is sheer wickedness. That is not commonsensical. And that for me is silly. And we must depart from it. Forgive my French. The National Council for Curriculum and Assessment, Ministry of Education, Cantonment Branch, P.O. Box, Private Mail Bag 77, Cantonment, Accra, is dated the 7th of August 2019. And I always like to take you back. Good morning to my friends at the Ayawaso West Municipal Assembly. I know that today there's going to be a meeting that will happen. Don't worry, we'll be there. We will be in the meeting with you. Don't worry. As for the almost 400,000 Ghana cedis at Ayawaso West Municipal Assembly, that the assembly members have written a petition about to say that the municipal coordinating director and the finance person collaborated to go and open a bank account when he had 3 bank accounts, and then without their CSO monies were withdrawn on the 24th of December, almost to the tune of 400,000 Ghana cedis, for which purpose was not achieved. And the baller is still there at Abofu, Achimota, and Okponglo. We will get into the bottom of the matter. It's not about negotiation and finding an amicable solution. No. So don't worry. The meeting that you want to have, don't worry, we will be there. We are everywhere. Johnny's Bite is everywhere. So we will be there. Don't worry. So continue, have the meeting. We will be there. If people if it is true that they took the monies without the right processes and the right permission, they should be brought to book. This is not matter to cover up. No. The government said they are resetting. Every sector needs to be reset. And I will get into the assemblies detail by detail. Oh, wait. This platform, it will be sweet here, don't worry. Very, very sweet. The breakfast, we will serve it. You want cheese or bacon? Or you want baked beans? Take me to NaCCA. The Controller and Accountant General Controller and Accountant General's Department, Ministries, Accra, through the Chief Director, Ministry of Education, Accra. Posting the accounting class, in the accounting class. Please refer to my letter number NaCCA/G.86 dated the 19th of March 2019 on the above subject matter. We wish to reiterate our request for a principal accountant to be posted to the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment as head of accounts. The performance of the current accountant completely falls below the expectations of the council, largely due to the nature of financial transactions at NaCCA. We are by this letter requesting for a more senior officer to be posted to the council, counting on your cooperation. Prince H. Ama, who later went on to be a member of parliament, is the executive secretary. Prince H. Ama, PhD. He signed this on the 8th of August 2019, carbon copy to the Director, Finance, Ministry of Education. Now, there's another letter regarding this matter. Note the date, 2019, and this is just February 2025. It's the head of Human Resource and Administrative Directive, Antiama Lawson, good morning to you. National Council for Curriculum and Assessment. I'm not saying she's involved. I'm just saying that here at Media General, she's our head of Human Resource and Administration. They like writing letters. Papa, HR people, every time they are writing letters, sending memo. God bless HR people. The Director General, NaCCA, Accra, expiration of secondment period of Mr. Michael Kweku. I respectfully write to bring to your attention of the expiration of secondment period of Mr. Michael Kweku with the Finance Directorate. Mr. Kweku was posted by the Controller and Accountant General's Department to the Council as head of accounts on the 18th of September 2019. This was after we had requested for one accountant to be seconded to NaCCA. Pursuant to the rules governing secondment in the public service, Mr. Kweku's secondment expired in September 2020. HR, why have you written that? So what kind of English is that? Malossi will not write this English. Barbara will not write this English. Rachel will not write this English. Mr. Kweku's secondment expired in September 2021. I wish to implore management to take an immediate action on this to forestall any future implications to the council. Thank you. Elijah Intifo is Director of Human Resource and Administration to the Deputy Director of General NaCCA, and this was received on the 6th of February 2025. Now, I want us to see the DDG asks that they should take action on this. No, if you scroll up, we'll see it. It asks that they should take action on this. I'll just leave this one here. I will come back to it in good time. But just to say good morning to Mr. Kweku and to say good morning to the people at NaCCA, I will just pause. DDG MSS review and advice signed. When did he say that? The 6th of February 2025. What is today's date? 17th of July. So let's say even March, April, May, June, July. 5 months. What has been the advice and the review? I will tell you. In the coming days, I'll tell you, maybe tomorrow, so that you can take it home as Jara. Now, I want us to pay attention to something. People have called the election that happened at Ablekuma North a by-election. The Ablekuma North election is not a by-election. Anybody who claims to know and claims to be doing analysis and calls it a by-election does not know, because the Ablekuma election is not a by-election. The Ablekuma North election is an extension of the 2024 general elections because of the lax and, if you will, incompetence of our Electoral Commission and the misunderstanding between the two political parties, NDC and NPP. We had to delay in trying to collate and declare the results. So let nobody fool you and lie to you that the Ablekuma North election that happened is a by-election like the Ayawaso West Wogon, like Etiwa, like Talensi, or whatever it is. No. It is not a by-election. It's an extension. It's a 2024 general election that delayed because of obvious reasons, to the point where our Electoral Commission even went to Parliament to tell them that a rerun there, it will not happen. Alabraka in Kwesi Pratt's voice. Eventually, it happened. But they have not eaten a humble pie to come and apologize to their employers, which is we, the people of the Republic of Ghana. Find me Act 999 of 2019-62. We sat in this country. We were in this country together when we had all the vigilante groups of both the NDC and the MPP. The president at the time asked them to get into a room to agree on the roadmap. They failed. So the president of the Republic at the time caused a bill to be taken to Parliament so that vigilantism becomes a thing of the past. That law is the Vigilantism and Related Offences Act 2019, Act 999. And I always like to show you the document so you don't say I'm saying, because already people think, oh, he comes to say what he wants to say. But this is the document. Date of assent was 23rd of August 2019. It was done with the speed of light. Because when the political parties were given an opportunity to agree, they couldn't agree. So the government of the day, led by the president at the time, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, had to bring this in. Now, this act is an act to disband vigilante groups, including political party vigilante groups and land guards, to prescribe acts of vigilantism in the country and to provide for related matters. Now, since 2019, since August 2019, can you honestly tell me that since we have had this law in place, vigilantism has become a thing of the past? Please find me section 10. Vigilantism has become a thing of the past. What about land guardism? People are still taking digging fee. Yes. People are still taking roofing fee. People are still taking building fees. The land guards are there. They're having a field day. And they have had a field day since 2019 after this law was promulgated. After the presidential assent was given to this law, they have found it. Do you know why? Because there was no proper commitment to get this law activated. It was a pure Adanko Dada Adri kind of thing. Let's read section 10 of the law together. Section 10 of the law says that, of the act, says that the minister may, within 12 months after the coming into force of this act, by legislative instrument, make regulations which are necessary to give effect to this act. Section 10 is there. Who was the Minister of Interior at the time? Because this falls directly within the domain of the Minister for Interior. Who was the Minister for Interior at the time? Was he in Parliament? 12 months from the August 2019 will be August 2020. No be so? Good. Now, the minister may, within 12 months. He said within 12 months. So you don't have to hit the ceiling of 12 months. Within 12 months, after the coming into force of this act, by legislative instrument, make regulations which are necessary to give effect to this act. Where is the ally? The minister at the time, was he concerned to take an ally to Parliament to share with his colleagues who were in Parliament with him at the time that we have passed this law? And a lot of noise was made about this law, that we have passed this law. Who is the minister? The minister, if you read section 11, it gives you a definition who a land guard is, who a minister is. And look, if you read the second paragraph, it says, a minister means the minister responsible for justice. What was the collaboration between the Attorney General and the Minister for Interior? Godfrey Adami was our Attorney General. Ambrose Derry was our Minister for Interior. Were we concerned about this? This new administration, Muntaka Mubarak, who has also been in Parliament, who was part of the group that helped to pass this law. Dominic Ayine, who is still in Parliament, who was part of the group that passed this law. Have they been committed to bringing the ally that will make this law active indeed? It's a question I'm asking. So when you have violence erupt at Ablekuma North, and it even goes down to tell you who a vigilante is, what they are doing. The law is very, very clear. It tells you. It's very, very clear. Very, very clear. So when you have a situation at Ablekuma North, And as I said, one of my friends, look, we put this, good, 6 weeks, thank you. We put this list together, this schedule, section 2. We spoke about the Hawks, Invisible Forces, Delta Force, Azoka Boys, Bamba Boys, Kandahar Boys, Bulgar Bulldogs, 66 Bench, Al Jazeera, Al Qaeda, Aluta Boys, Asamankese Forces, Baafira, Bukurisong, Burma Camp, the Crocodiles, 18 members, Bewa Youth, Lions, NATO Forces, Pentagon, Rasta Boys, Sisi Group, Taliban Boys, the Dragons, the Rock, Tohazi. We spoke about these groups and we said these are identifiable vigilante groups that must be outlawed with the coming into force of that law in August of 2019. And the minister may, within 12 months, bring an LI so that the law can be properly activated. Ambrose Dere is a lawyer. Godfrey Dami is a lawyer. Dominic Aini is a lawyer. Muntaka is not a lawyer. So you can pardon him, catch him on some stuff, but he still has a responsibility. The lawyers know what I'm talking about because me, I'm not a lawyer. I won't claim to be one. But they know what I'm talking about. Where lied the commitment? The commitment to make sure that this nonsense that we saw at Ablekuma North ends. And you see, for some strange reason, please find me those Ayawaso West Wagon videos and all of that. You find that in the videos. Sometimes our police assume, and I said, a senior military friend of mine spoke with me extensively. Put the videos up there, so I speak over them. The police always assumes that, oh, it is about massing up people, showing presence, putting up. That alone is not security. When you deploy numbers, that alone is not security. What is your brute cordon about? Inner perimeter, outer perimeter. What is it about? Do you have some people who will be away about 80 or 100 kilometers afar who will be feeding intelligence at the gate? You find that in the videos, in all the videos where the violence has erupted, the police who are supposed to be controlling the crowd, and the crowd control mechanism, you find them mixed up with the people they are supposed to control. You find them mixed up with the people they are supposed to control. So where's the control? You look at them. They are mixed up with the people they are supposed to be controlling. It happened, see, look at them. The vigilantes, they are supposed to control them not to get closer to the inner perimeter. And the people, they are mixed up. ACP is standing there helpless. Everybody is, they are mixed up with the people. So it is not about the numbers of people that you deploy. No. It is not about the numbers of people that you deploy. It is not. It is about setting up the right measures. You segment, you barricade, you create channels that can be controlled in an organized manner. So people, there's a controlled entry and exit situation. This is what the senior officer said. We are going to Akwetia. If this is how the police conduct themselves, should we bring in the military? Should we be bringing in the military? Because the people they are supposed to control, you find that the people, they are mixed up with the people. How do you control people when you are mixed up with them? How do you control people when you are mixed up with them? Body presence alone, it doesn't show security. No. If you deploy you can deploy the entire police service. It doesn't show security. The crowd control, right? The immediate area, for example, where the ballot boxes are, where the returning officers are, where the officials of the EC are, the crowd control itself, where the thing is. You don't allow people just to enter. That's how come you have to get it controlled properly. 30 meter square radius. Officer says you cut it. That's your sanctuary, literally. Look, finally, there's one at, what do you call it, Talensi. Please find it for me. An old one. Joyce Midley and Abu Isamon is a news item. Find it for me, quickly. And this should be a lesson to us going into Akwetia. Akwetia will be a by-election. I said, anybody who tells you or who told you in the past, not so long ago, that Ablekuma North is a by-election is telling lies. They don't know. They don't know. It is not a by-election. I want to play that video, just 1 minute of that for you. So you get an understanding that the problem that the officer has identified and is talking about, the senior officer has identified and is talking about, did not begin today. If you watch the clips from Etiwa, you watch the clips from Talensi, you watch the clips from Ayawase West Rogon, you watch the clips from Ododododo, and all the other flashpoints that we have identified as security institutions. Let's play the video. We have identified. You find that the police is always mixed up. I'm not saying the police that do not do a good job. No. But there's more to be desired because the people that they are supposed to be controlling are becoming more sophisticated by the day. And if they are becoming more sophisticated by the day, look, I can tell you on good authority that the people in the MPP are already planning. They have started saying it already. They are already planning that they will also retaliate in Akwitia. So if the template that was used at Ablekuma North is the same template that is going to be used at Akwitia, we will fail. People will be hurt. People will lose their lives or may lose their lives. The inner perimeter, the outer perimeter, a controlled crowd, strategized properly. There's a whole conversation where we drop the people, and then they are mixed up. Look, the last time they went on a demonstration at Nkrumah Circle, for example, Bernard Monda was leading a demonstration. They sent police people, they threw tear gas, and then somebody took it from the demonstrators and threw it among the police people, and there was chaos. We'll continue tomorrow. Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Olonka, good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my